97.9, 105.5 KISS FM. It's Big Poppa and Banna in the morning on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. He is the guy behind some of the coolest and most recognizable shows and videos and movies. Kenny Ortega is on the line. Kenny, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Big Poppa.
Man, so we'll get into Descendants in a second. It's premiering. Today's Friday. It's premiering tonight on the Disney. Disney
tomorrow
channel.
night. Tomorrow night.
Yes.
Today's Thursday. Today's Friday or Thursday?
No, today's Friday, man.
Oh my gosh.
Today's Friday, and it's tonight, man. My goodness, it's Descendants tonight on Disney.
8 o'clock. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. So we'll get into that in a second. But people, I think at this point recognize the name, and it's one of those like, okay, where do I know it? You're the guy behind High School Musical.
Yeah.
You're the guy behind the Michael, because you're behind the Michael Jackson This Is It movie, because you were in charge of the tour and then put everything together afterward and whatnot. And you've choreographed all kinds of videos for like top name people and what. So thank you, number one, for taking the time this morning. It's I'm kind of geeking out right now, but yeah, I'm a fan of your work.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, good to be here, man.
So talk to me about Descendants. Now, people are going because of the High School Musical. Are people making the? Is it like High School Musical? It's apples and oranges, right?
Well, it is and it isn't. It is in that they're completely different stories, and completely different genres. However, there's something there, that I think that was attractive about High School Musical, in the young cast. And we have an amazing young cast of newcomers that are driving this wonderful movie Descendants forward. Dove Cameron from Liv and Maddie on the Disney Channel, Cameron Boyce from The Gamer's Guide, Boo Boo Stewart from Twilight and X-Men, and also Sophia Carson, a newcomer from Florida who is absolutely breathtaking. So, these kids are going to be, big, and as is the movie.
It's got to be fun for you to know at this point, because you have a real proven track record. It's got to be fun for you to know that it's just life's about to pop for these kids.
I do have confidence. I really do have confidence for them. They are so terrific. We took 5 months to put this cast together.
Wow.
And we were able to bring in Kristen Chenoweth, Tony and Emmy Award-winning Broadway and television actress.
Yep.
And Kathy Najimy, who I did Hocus Pocus with, and so many other amazingly talented actors from all over the United States and Canada, Great Britain, Australia. But the one thing that I do feel really confident about is that these kids that we ultimately selected are definitely going places.
Absolutely. Descendants tonight, 8 o'clock on the Disney Channel. We're talking to Kenny Ortega on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. You can follow him on Twitter at Kenny Ortega Blog. Kenny Ortega Blog. You brought up Kathy and Jimmy and Hocus Pocus. You directed that back in the day. Everyone's been waiting, and there's been rumors of a Hocus Pocus sequel. Have you been approached about anything at this point?
I haven't been approached.
That's some crap, Kenny.
Make it happen.
Come on now.
Make it happen.
I feel the same way. No, I would love to get back into the mix with these women. It's been 20 years, and wouldn't it be fun to sort of dump them into New York or someplace really fun? Kathy Najimy, I know loves the idea, and I hear Bet does, and I haven't spoken with Sarah Jessica in a long time, but yeah. For me, yeah, I'd do it in a heartbeat. These were great ladies to work with, and we do have a big fan base out there that has been, for a number of years, asking for us to do it again.
It's so funny, Kenny, because I do all the research, and then Banna Banna will kind of glimpse at it and then just kind of go and react, which is what I want. And her eyes absolutely lit up as soon as you said Hocus Pocus.
Thank you. We're going to do a fan day. I think we're doing a day or a couple of days at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood in October. We're going to be playing the movie on the big screen. I'm definitely going to be there for that.
Oh, that's fantastic. Kenny Ortega on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. Of course, Descendants tonight, 8 o'clock on Disney. And you can follow him on Twitter at Kenny Ortega Blog. I'm looking through your stuff, man. Is there anyone that like surprised you with how good they were? Because I mean, you started off as a choreographer, and then it turned into directing and whatnot from there. I'm correct in saying that, right?
I did. Yeah, I started off as an actor, actually.
Okay.
And in theater, I did a lot of theater growing up, and I did a lot of musical theater growing up. So music and dance were always a part of my life. But yes, professionally, I started off as a choreographer working on movies like The Rose with Tony Basil, Bette Midler's big movie, and I did Xanadu, of course, where I met Gene Kelly. So choreography really became kind of a way for me in. And then John Hughes, called on me to do the big parade sequence in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and that was the first time that I actually directed a musical sequence in a movie.
This is the guy that put together the parade sequence in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You know what I'm saying? So my question was, is there anyone, working with so many people, especially from a choreography standpoint, is there someone that you walked into the project and was like, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to get out of this or this person, and they just absolutely blew you away?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Not that I can think offhand. I'll tell you, there have been a lot of people that have blown me away. I mean, I've had the great opportunity to work with Michael Jackson, and on these Disney projects, High School Musical and Cheetah Girls, and now with the Descendants, we take our time in casting. So by the time I'm walking into rehearsals, and starting up the choreography, I know who I'm in the game with,
right?
And I have a lot of confidence that whatever I'm going to throw, in the ring with these kids, they're going to figure out a way to bring it to a great end result.
Absolutely. We're talking to Kenny Ortega on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. Descendants tonight, 8 o'clock on the Disney Channel. Follow him on Twitter at Kenny Ortega Blog. I'm sure you get a lot of Michael Jackson questions because you were working with him so closely just before he passes. And honestly, you could do, we could do a whole interview just based on your interaction with him and whatnot. And I don't want to do that at this point. Maybe we have you back on, maybe as like a re-release of the Blu-ray or whatever, and we can focus on that. I would just, my one question about him at this point is, was he as talented as everyone made him out to be?
Yeah. First of all, if I may, I just want to say, I didn't run the tour. I was Michael's creative partner for all those years when we did, the tours.
So it was you and him putting together the actual tours.
Creatively. Yeah,
oh my
I was Michael's creative partner. Michael would call me and ask me to get involved with him in the development and the design.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And concepts of these tours. And I just want to say, in answer to your question, that he was without question, the most remarkable a live performer that I've ever had an opportunity to work with. And I've worked with many great people.
Sure.
But this guy truly, was born to perform and had such a respect for the stage and an appreciation for what it meant and what an artist's responsibility was once they stepped onto a stage. And he gave to his audiences like I have never seen another performer give.
And unfortunately, because of, gossip sites and things of that nature, people have, some people have a negative connotation when you say the name Michael Jackson. I saw the movie, and I'm going to be honest, I saw This Is It on a plane. And I'm watching it as I'm coming back from Jamaica, and the entire time I'm enthralled. I didn't realize until I saw that movie just how good he really was.
Yeah, he was so bright, so smart, so knowing, and again, he had such an appreciation for the work, and which meant that he researched and he rehearsed and he took great care, in doing everything he could to bring greatness to that stage. He felt everyone out there that bought a ticket deserved the very, very best, always. And it was extraordinary to work in his company. He was an inspiration, a mentor, a friend, and a creative talent that that I will always be grateful that I had the chance to work with.
That's fantastic. Kenny Ortega on the Lennox Jewelers Hotline. Disney Channel tonight, 8 o'clock. The new movie, Descendants. It's going to be huge. Make sure you check it out, and make sure you follow Kenny on Twitter at Kenny Ortega Blog. Kenny, thank you so much for the time. We got to have you back because, I mean, it's fun to talk to you, and let's get this hocus pocus thing going because for the love of God.
From your mouth, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Kenny Ortega, everybody. We're going to break, come back. Big Poppa and Banna on KISS FM.